Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. Hmm. If I had to sit there and phrase this episode in like one sentence, one syllable, it would be oops. Oops. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Carter has really been on one. Okay. He's really been on one. He's been a character for sure. Okay. This man went from being the logical numbers guy to getting a little, what's it to say, poom poom, and losing his ever loving mind. As I said to my friend Kyrese yesterday, one of man's greatest weaknesses is thinking with the wrong head. Okay. And he really thought with the wrong head today. Because he comes in there with that ever loving, passionate speech and just pretty much reciting everything that he's been saying for the past couple of weeks. It's a mistake, hope for the future, and like it's really important. And he tries to make it seem like it's like if they don't do that, then their whole business is done. Mind you, this is the same business guy, same logical guy that was like, yeah, the numbers ain't looking good. We can't continue this. But now he makes it seem like, oh, these young demographic people are going to be buying couture next, and da 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 da. I'm like, but the line was failing. I don't understand why you keep sitting there talking about how this is going to change the industry, and it was the same goddamn line that was failing. Okay, remember that it was failing. And if you're new to this show, this line was failing. And this guy was sitting there saying, oh, we can't do this. Now, after being Loganized, okay, now he is her biggest champion. Steffi's done, Ridge done, and then he sits there and starts ordering people. Ridge, you need to sit there and override what she's sitting there saying. I'm like your brother. And then he starts playing the friend card. At this point, Steffi done had about enough. Okay? Just like you come in here and you start ordering, start telling people what to do. Then at one point, Steffi decides to get real. Okay? It's like, you know what? It's like she just took off the business tie and was like, okay, fine, we're going to sit there and get personal. You know what? I don't mind losing a couple of buyers. I don't have to work with that bitch again. That's right, Carter. Hope Logan is a bitch. And I sat there and I was like, oh, okay. Carter was like, oh, okay. So that's how you really feel. And at this point, Rich is like, all right, let's just chill out. Let's just whatever. Let's just stop this. This isn't doing anything. So he stops it, and Rich is like, so are you actually going to work on those taxes? He's like, yeah, sure. Here you go. Now remember, his whole plan relies on the fact that Ridge and Steffi are just dumb. That they're just gonna start do, just keep doing it and not even bother sitting and look at it. And here's where the oopsie daisy comes right on in. Because at some point, they start writing. They start signing the papers and stuff like that. He's looking through it. He's looking through it. He's about to sit there and sign. And he's like, you wanna explain this? Because I see a name on here. That's not me. Actually, that's you. And I'm just like, so you do realize at this point, you can see your life flashing before your eyes. Now you're just like, damn, how am I going to sit there and pay for that sexy ass Corvette that I have? When I'm fired and my reputation is ruined. I gotta sit there and tell you, that was probably the best part in this episode. Taylor comes over. Taylor comes in while Finn is finishing up a call, and they start talking about Hope, and she's all like, "I'm so happy about your devotion towards Steffi." His devotion or his ability to give up his free will to do whatever Steffi says. Because that's what you really meant, right? Then they start talking about all the stuff that she's done, and the incidents and everything like that. Finn's like, "Oh, the chick was gaslighting us," and Taylor's like, "Well, she tried to fight so hard to not sit there and be like her mom, but at the end of the day, she gave in to her quote unquote Logan ways." Oh, I know I'm sitting there talking bad about her. Does that make me a bad person? Kind of. But it also makes you human, so, there's that. I think my whole thing is that she tries to project this halo, and she could be just as down as the rest of us, which is fine. Just own it. Just own it. Okay? Meanwhile, Opusnet, they're talking about Carter, and there's a couple of times that she alludes to, like, oh, well, we have to stop this or something that she says, and Brooke's like, you wanna talk about what it is? What are you alluding to? And of course, she goes off, talks about something else. She practically lies to her. Because Brooke is like, what's going on? There's a couple of sentences that she says that she sounds kind of off, like, well, like, what are y'all planning? What are you planning on doing? But if you saw the previews, you know that at some point she finds out. And, now she's in this, well, what should I do? Should I sit there and warn Ridge, or should I sit there and just keep my mouth shut? I think we all know what she does. Let's just be honest. It's the first time in a very long time. I cannot wait for tomorrow's episode because I'm going to sit there and see how he's going to sit there and try to spin his way out of that situation and pretty much out of getting fired and anything else. I mean, he actually sat there and just about this for a hot minute. I feel like that's about it. If I missed anything, write in the comment section below. And come to the live stream tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going to talk about it all. We're going to talk about Born and Beautiful. We're going to talk about Days of Our Lives, because that was also a trip. We're going to talk about General Hospital, which I did not see yet, but I'm going to watch it after this. And now we're finally starting to get past this whole Sam stuff. That should be interesting. And Young and Restless, with cartoonist villain known as Jordan. I don't remember her last name, but Jordan. It's very cartoonish. Listen, I know that she would probably get on another show, and the acting was a little more hammy, but it's 2024, and she's still sent to act like she's a villain from the 1960s. So, anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go. You can share this video. That would definitely help. And, yeah, I'll see you in the comment section, or hopefully the live stream tonight.